would like for you to mention a bit about Humanity for Animals and tell us all that you do.
Yeah. So Humanity for Animals, if my memory is right, is an NGO we started about 5 years ago. It's a friend of mine called Aishwarya, who was hardcore into rescues. She still is. She's, I think, right now in Chennai. So when she came to town, there was a time she was doing a lot of rescues and she needed somebody to help her out. So I got a call about one particular rescue. And after that, we decided to kind of start something. And that's how HFA came together. We've done a few adoption drives over the last few years. We've definitely helped a lot of animals. But the unfortunate thing is, I mean, more than talking about HFA, now see Humanity for Animals, even if it's just me, the work will continue. That's not a problem. The thing is, I feel what I do know is that in the last 4-5 years, I have seen a small shift in people's mindsets, which is great. A very minor one, but it's great. I'm sure you know that a few years ago, Kerala was going through this huge issue where they were killing a lot of animals, a lot of stray dogs, yeah? So we were all quite involved in that process because we know the people who were killing as well. So it was a huge task for us to actually overcome those situations, to get people's, to kind of penetrate people's heads. I got a lot of flack. I was abused online all the time anyway. And now to add to that, I'm like the state president of the Kerala Stray Dog Association as well right now. That's what they call me. But proudly, I wear it proudly because why not? I'd rather associate myself with these canines than humans for now. so yeah, we had definitely gone through a lot, but I think through that we all learned that a lot of us got, the one thing we need to know is whatever your personal reasons might be, there are these rules and laws that the country has put forth. Okay, whether it's the Constitution or the AWBI, the Animal Welfare Board of India. Now they say you can't do certain things where animals are concerned, and they say you can. So as an NGO or as an individual, all we have to do is try and follow them, because as of now, we're citizens of the country and we need to follow the rules and regulations of the country. So killing any animal is not cool, it's off the charts, it's not allowed, it's illegal.
Right.
Unless it's in self-defense. Just like even if it's a human. I will kill someone if they are going to try and kill me. That's defense.
Right.
But the moment you're going to go out there and try to kill someone, that's murder, whether it's an animal or whatever it might be. So I think that one point needs to get into people's heads. There are so many people who try to poison these poor animals just because they're out on the streets. I also want to say, why are they out on the streets? Why is it that another country does not have them as much as us? The reason is that we don't have a proper waste disposal system.
Right.
We need to figure that out properly. And unless and until we change that, or the governments help us change that, we're still going to continue having animals on the road, because if there is garbage that has to be disposed of, animals will come to eat it, whether it be dogs or rats or mongoose or whatever it might be. So I think those are basic things that people need to keep in consideration. So as an NGO, what we try to do is our maximum work goes in rescues, which is accident cases.
Mm-hmm.
So we do help a lot of rescue accident animals. We help in their treatment, we help in their rehabilitation, and then we release them back if they are capable of being released. If they are not, then we try and ship them to NGOs that have a shelter space and that take them in. Apart from that, what we also do is a lot of abandoned animals are seen on the roads. Somehow people think that pets are great when they're little puppies. But if it's a lab or a golden retriever or like big dogs, right? They, after about a point, they can't handle them and they decide they're done with them. And old animals, just like old humans, need more care.
Yeah.
You know, they lose their senses one by one. They probably won't be able to walk. They won't be able to control their bladder or their bowel movements. It's all part of the game. That's life, you know. So if you're going to love them as a puppy, you need to love them as an old man as well. A lot of people don't get that. They put them onto the streets, and those are even worse because these dogs don't know how to live on the streets.
Exactly.
So we get a lot of that. So we try to rehome them as much as we can, whoever we find. Then I've got a bunch of people who are really, really sweet, and they go out feeding every day. They do it individually, but anytime they need any financial help, especially in a period like lockdowns or when the floods come in, then we get a lot of them getting in touch with us, and then we help them out through fundraisers or just general friend funding. So we do a bit of that. So that's mainly the area that we work in. And occasionally when we have something to do, we do some campaigns like the elephants break the chain, stuff like that. Yeah, but pretty much what any NGO does in our limited scale.